Get all the decorations too. All the decorations. Are you helping them?
Why mute?
What up, though?
What up, bro? What up, bro?
Play the music. I was over in the zone. I don't know the rest. I was finna learn it.
Ridiculous. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? And welcome to this episode of Crucial Convos. It's your girl, F.L.O.R.
This is your boy, Emery. And we are here to get it on.
Let me tell y'all something. These last few weeks has been crazy. I was working one week. I was broke down, lost my phone. Oh my God, I be forgetting about it, and I hate when I remind myself. Like I was just in the world for about 10 days. Life just was not lifing. Then I
was lifing.
And then I somehow get this nasty, I don't even know what it is, but I'm here. I miss y'all. I'm back. We back.
You back. And I'm glad you back too.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. I know how it is when you're working and busy and stuff goes happening. And
good thing I was able to reach out, right before I lost my phone. So it wasn't like complete disconnect because I was really disconnected from work because it was so crazy. And then just so happened I called you like, yo, I ain't talking in it. Like, what's going on? Like, fill me in. So then I lose my phone in the Uber on the way home and didn't get my phone back, I think until Tuesday. So
yeah. Oh, look at this right here. Today.
Yeah.
Where you go? Get your. What side you gonna be on? All right.
What side you gonna be on? I'm sitting right here.
All right, here we go.
Ain't shout outs in order?
It is. Today is Emery's birthday.
Happy birthday, Nev.
19 years old. I feel like I'm old.
I remember when I was 19. That was a long time ago. We ain't gonna talk about that, but I do remember though.
That's massive. You got some more? I need some more.
19. How does it feel to be 19, nephew?
So it's all right.
Is it different?
No.
Do you feel it? Yeah.
No.
I think you stop feeling different after about 11 or 12 anyway, to be honest.
How? You hit 18. He ain't hit 21 yet.
But you don't feel no different. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's going to take just as long. I think 19 going to be quick.
19 is going to be quick. You think 2023 going to be a quick year?
Well, I just think me being 19, I don't know. Feeling.
Don't fly by.
Yeah.
That probably will.
18 took off. 17 took off.
Come on over here, Nate.
But why are you peeking around?
Right. Why are you peeking back to come on up? Let the people see you right quick.
I mean, they know who y'all are already. Might as well.
Right. Liddell, come on so I can get back to the work. I'm at work. Nigga, come on. All right, say what's up to the people.
What's up?
All right, okay, that's it. All right, God bless. Back to work. Them is my babies. I can't say that too much, but that's who they are.
Denise said, "Happy birthday."
Thank you.
As he walks all the way out the room. Thank you, Denise. Appreciate you.
I might sound like Miss Piggy tonight, but just ignore it.
No, it's okay.
But still talk shit like I do. Know that.
I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. All right.
So we've had private conversations about how women feel they're entitled, or how women, react to gentlemen, if you will, male figures, requesting a payback, reciprocation for them getting flued out.
Oh, you is technical tonight, nigga. Wait a minute. I'm like, well, okay, go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I can use my words. Like I need y'all to understand. Like a lot of people always refer to my foul mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be having to show my adultism. You know what I mean?
I see you. I like how I see what you're putting down.
Don't hold me to it.
Right.
And I might slip, damn it. But
it's in there. It's in there though.
It's there.
Okay.
No, that ass, like they be acting mad funny. Like how you gonna, like, it's mind-boggling to me how hey Sus.
Hey.
An individual feel that they're getting flown out just because.
I don't really think they really think that. I really think they just trying to flex.
But even for you to even try to pull it.
Yeah. I think it's immature. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely feel like the people that pull that are just trying to flex, trying to show that they can do it if they wanted to, type of, like, I can get him this way type of thing.
I mean, but they been booking plane tickets and cutting off hotel rooms,
Listen, I was just at dinner with Lil Emery and his mom and a couple of our people. I told her about tonight's episode. She was like getting flued out. She didn't even know what flued it. I was like, well, it was a couple years ago. This chick was trying to say get flown out, and she was, a little slow and whatever. And she was like, oh, okay. She was like, and she wasn't expecting to give him none. I said, listen, I don't know. It's just it's like, it shouldn't even be a question.
It's an unwritten rule. Like, like if I'm going to invest in a plane ticket, in a hotel, activities, dinner, you better fuck me so good that my toes fall off while I'm going to the bathroom thinking about what just happened.
I'm trying to tell you better bust it wide open.
I mean, you better do some shit that you ain't never ever thought about doing before, but you thought about it, but didn't do it, but didn't think about it.
Something better shake.
Something better shake. Like that's a lot. And then you just looking at me like, what? Yo.
I genuinely feel like this. I feel like this subject is so crazy that there's only probably 13 people on the planet that agree with the opposite way. I don't think that there's enough people that would even be on our page. I don't think folks would follow us who would be like, yeah, well, if you fly me out or not, there's no obligation. That don't even make sense. So let's just set up the whole premise. Right. I meet you. You live in Colorado. I live in Dallas. All we have is FaceTime. Right. I get tired of FaceTime. I need to see you, baby. As I'm talking to you, you already know what we're doing. We throw in a little innuendos here and there, because that's what goes on.
Right.
And you like, yeah, well, I'm free this weekend. Boom. So I'm like, okay, I got you. I do it. I bring you out here. I don't even have nothing else to say. Because, like, what else supposed to go there?
I mean, okay, I guess the way that I see it, honestly, where we are right now, I'm going to try to get some lickings before I leave.
Listen to me.
I'm going to just be honest.
Come on, man.
Like, I'm going to have to take the pickle and dip it into the Kool-Aid pack just to make sure that.
Yo.
Like, I'm not wasting my time. I am too old to waste my time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna have to figure something out before.
I really wish we had somebody who was the opposite or who felt the opposite.
I agree.
Just to kind of even try to understand what they talking about.
I'll try.
Or like what could be, why is, because I'm not even saying you got to force it. I'm saying that should be the expectation. That's what it should be. That's what I'm saying. And so if it's not that, then what is it?
I think it's been scenarios to where they didn't have to do it. So because they didn't have to do it and still got what they wanted, they felt, okay, let me continue to see how far I can push it. And then it comes to a point to where some people be like, nah, I ain't having it. I ain't going to be able to do it.
Yeah. Phanisha says, let me put this on the screen.
All right.
She says, but why doesn't that have to occur because you flew? Why does
it have to? Why do it or why don't it?
Right, because you're saying don't it. Do you mean do? Like, why does that have to occur? Because you flew me out? So you don't, wait a minute. Yeah, you need to clarify that.
Yeah.
Because our friendship is in jeopardy right now.
Yeah, because I'm confused.
Why does? She's saying, why does that have to occur?
All right. So, no, that's fine. So, from a female perspective, if I'm flying you out, the reason why I'm flying you out is to get some of that pickle.
Plain and simple.
If we can continue to talk on FaceTime, we can continue to text. You feel what I'm saying? So if we've established that I'm finna send for you and you're coming to see me, I'm gonna need you to watch Dirty Diana. I'm gonna need you to familiarize yourself with all the movers and shakers. You know what I'm saying? So that's from the female perspective.
I have a question though. So what's up, Bobby? What makes you think that he's just doing it out of the kindness of his heart? I need you to answer that. What makes you think he's just doing it, or that he should just do it just because he want to be in your company? Like, just talk to you? Like,
let's get Bobby's first.
Okay.
Bobby said,
there are no relationship with no strings.
I think he's saying, I think you can blend it, Bobby. Like, we really be reading these.
I swear, Bobby, we tried. I swear every week. We tried.
We feel like we're a little slow.
I know. I'll be sitting there reading it twice and three times. Okay, he said, there are no relationship with no strings. Help me out with that one, bro. All right, let's move on. Nisha says, that's not always the case. I'm a whoever. You may need to see that person and be in their environment. Nah.
I can see you on FaceTime. That ass. And before I have to pay for a flight, before I have to get my crib ready to make room for you, for me to put food in this motherfucker to cook for you and all this.
Because men clean like men, unless you got the OCD. So you got to do a little extra if you got a little babe coming through. What do you like? Where does that even come from? What kind of mindset is that? What's up, Saniqua? She says, if you went, Who acting like they're not giving up the goodies, men or women? It's the women. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, what's the
logic behind them? And they say, because I don't have to. And that's why I'm saying, all right, some scenarios are caused by guys leading with money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you lead with your money and then I use you for your money, you can't be mad at me because that was your representative. You feel what I'm saying? So if you really want to be, down or whatever, then you're gonna have to come at me real, because that's how I'm gonna take it for what you present.
If I lead with my money, it's not because you're that good of a person, because you're not. It's not like I just need to spend my money on you because you're like in the. I swear, and I'm not even trying to say this, that's delusional.
But that's what they putting on, bro, from these Instagram models, and that's where the mindset, in my opinion, has come from. Because you can get all these followers, you can get all these people to, send you gifts and money or whatever. So that has created a delusion. You feel me? That you are worth an individual just depositing all of this into you with nothing in
return.
But
that mindset. I'm telling you, I don't understand. Like, I know that there have been plenty of women who have finessed men out of trips and stuff and have never given anything in the sexual arena as a return. I would also argue that those folks are few and far between, because it's like it's a standard. I'm telling you, like, do you guys who would agree with that mindset, do you think you're just worth him spending that kind of money? Like, you think, like, genuinely, like, I'm worth it? He can just do that and he shouldn't expect nothing back? Because I'm telling you.
Bobby said all relationships
have, that's what I'm saying. There's not, y'all want different things. We want certain things. Radisha says FaceTime is only a representation, and that was in response to us saying we can just, what you think I'm bringing you out, just
right.
You. Saniqua, it's insane.
I'm telling you, you better have the best playlist, baby.
Listen, have it on deck.
Baby, you better have this light dim perfectly, okay? Like,
have it on deck. And I mean that. Okay. Denise says, I hear more females these days acting like this is the expectation. Fly her out, wine and dine her just because she's a baddie. What? Okay, let me finish reading. Just because she's a baddie, but she doesn't want to actually be physical or date the guy. So you think it's those type, not you. Y'all think it's okay to use that man?
That's basically. But they saying, if he offering it, I'm not using him.
But it's an even exchange for goods and services. Amen. Hallelujah. Bobby says this is crazy. I agree 100%. Sadiqa says, if I am going, there are no. That's what. Can we just stop and take? That's what I'm saying. Like, what? I'm okay. Sorry. Keep reading.
Trigger.
It is. If I'm going, there are no misunderstandings. No, you don't have to. No, he don't have to. But what? We grown as heck. So who not wanting to?
I'm telling you. Like, and on some real shit, like, I have never been flown out. Like, the only time that I was flown out is when my husband left North Carolina and came to Colorado, and he flew me here for my birthday for me to see everything or whatever, but mind you, I've been married for 20 fucking years. So, I mean, but it was awkward still because we hadn't seen each other in a long time. It was about 3 or 4 months, after being together for about It was probably about 14, 15 years at that point.
Yeah.
You know, so homeboy was nervous, got pissed drunk, fell asleep in the car. I went through his phone. Y'all know the rest. But I don't know if I knew what it was. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I don't give a fuck what we mad at each other about, bitch. I came out here for a reason. Fuck you talking about? Like,
Nah, right.
we we can deal with that later. Like, okay, let's,
Didn't care.
you know.
I was asking earlier, do you think people that think that way?
She says she is.
And she says, yes, I am. And I understand the confidence that comes behind that statement, but that's not realistic in most. That's just not how I go. Because if it was how it went, men wouldn't complain after y'all do it. Just straight up. I mean, if it was just okay, thank you. If it was okay to do that, if that was just, you know, how you think of yourself and that's how it should be, men wouldn't complain. Like, you did that out of the kindness of my heart, but you never hear that. Because that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, she says, just because you fly me out, I'm not obligated to give you anything. I'm already giving you my time. My goodies you will get when the time is right. The time is right when you say okay and you get on that flight. Or you can find your own way home like these niggas been doing these girls. Like, I cancel that ticket. This I swear to God, like, I'm serious. The mindset that come with that is crazy. That's crazy. Because I get you supposed to think highly, I know, but realistically, and that may be straight up, that really may be the real disconnect. Because, you know, how you feel doesn't mean it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I usually use the example of that. What's the girl's name? Rachel Mendoza, whatever, who was perpetrating to be a black woman when she was over the NAACP or national, whatever she was over. In her soul, she felt like she was a black woman. So, you know, that's how she feels. But the reality is she's not. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think that mixed with an imbalanced look or an imbalanced view of ourselves in life, in the marketplace, in the sexual marketplace. I think we view ourselves how you were saying earlier, like, I'm a baddie, I'm worth it. Because you cute, because you sex. What I mean, I don't know. Bobby says we wine and dine because come on. That's what okay, he said we wine and dine because we want you to know you mean something. Niggas wine and dine because they trying to get their thing. Like it's you know how you were saying earlier, it's just an unspoken thing. I don't know. Renisha said this is the wrong mindset to think because he's flying me out is not gift for a gift. Yes, it is. Everything is okay. I think that sounds like that's where the disconnect comes in.
Well, no, it don't really have to be a disconnect, but it had to be a conversation. So if you've had this conversation with this individual and he's agreed to that, then sure, I understand. But to go out there and feel in your head that he don't want them yams, whoever feel that way, in my opinion, you a fool. Like, and I'm not saying you're not worth it, but what I'm saying is what he wants, what his intention is to mess up them covers.
I need them messed up. You on the west side tonight, not me. My niggas say, oh boy, y'all may have to censor me.
When have we ever been able to?
We can't do it, brother. We already know you.
Right.
The words of Fetty Wap.
Let me get the
And I get the young him.
I'm just saying.
We should have sung that tonight. Had that playing. Go ahead.
Denise said, if I was a guy and flew someone out, I would expect the chong chong. Kanye shrugs.
There's nothing to talk about.
Like, I'm telling that pickle getting dipped in that Kool-Aid tonight.
All right, you and these pickles and this Kool-Aid. I need. It's the shoulders, though.
I don't give a shit who's sleeping in West Spot, bitch. I'm getting it. Just period.
Oh my gosh. Let's talk about the conversation before you get flued out. Now, so I was thinking, okay, I'm a talker. We're not going to have, I wouldn't have this problem.
Because conversation will be had over the phone, through FaceTime, whatever.
That would just have to, you know what I'm saying? That would have to be but maybe to Ned's point, men aren't doing that. Maybe they're only going on the assumption or the expectation that's supposed to be there, which is still, in my opinion, it still should be there. But that might be a good point, Ned. He said, Nisha lost her mind. Ned.
You my damn girl. The moment you get on that plane, I want it all. Brand new.
What are we talking about? Like, really? All right. I got it already.
Oh,
man, get your. Sorry, guys.
You call. Denise said,
oh yeah, who is Mendoza? I feel like somebody else.
I don't know, but the Spanish community ain't accepting her.
Because I said Mendoza. I know that's right. Yeah, she's I don't know. That was really weird. That whole thing, she was like fighting for it. I remember that.
Renisha said, and I think it depends on what y'all have discussed.
I think it's like I don't think so. I think that should be the expectation. That he don't want to see you like that. Nobody, I won't say nobody, absolutely nobody, but nobody wants to see you like that bad, just to see you. I'm telling you. And if you're, and not just you, I'm not just talking to Renisha. I mean, that's not it. He don't want to just sit around you. As cool as you think you may be, and as cool as you actually may be. That ain't what he want to spend $400, $500, $600 on the ticket, another $2 or $3, $4 on a room for. What makes y'all so entitled to that? With no kind of return. Like because that's an investment. If you look at it, dinner is an investment. You know what I'm saying? Drinks is an investment. And it's going towards, is leading towards what men ultimately want, by and large. Now, again, not every single man, but if your argument is every man, then you're missing the point. That is most of us. Ned says, indeed, better get that dryer to dry out the side of the bed. Listen, it don't take that long. I'll keep the ceiling fan on anyway. It's going to dry. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I shouldn't even be talking like this, but don't worry about it. Ned said, hell, neither will I or have I. It's the fact that they're selling a dream, which in reality they're just using and bragging to their girls. That was my point earlier. It's for clout. They only, they're trying to flex. They just want to say that I got this nigga for this. He flew me out. You know what I'm saying? Because like to respond to the mindset that people who like that, if it was just my company, my time, he wants to be there, you wouldn't come back home flexing. Girl, I ain't giving him that, he ain't. That, you know what I'm saying? That flex is what it really, really, I don't know, boy. I don't know. It was, okay, he in there. I'll tell him, bro. All right. My old lady said that's the expectation. Anybody's old lady, the young lady, except for Venetia so far. But I appreciate you being brave and standing your ground. I wish we had more people, somebody who could really, somebody else, not like you're enough or whatever, but some more people who disagreed with us. You better bring the baby best night or nightwear because it's going down. Okay.
Telling you. They use their sexuality to draw you in, then don't expect to bust it open.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Because that's exactly what it is. It's like, come on, like, I'm attracted to you sexually. You know it. Because how you was dressing when I got to you was your advertisement.
Right.
You want to be realistic. But y'all can't, too many of us can't. We put on our dukes, we say we outside, we you know what I'm saying? We got the we got our body parts that best suited for everything showing. And then if a guy come to you, it's like, oh no. This not. That's true. You just don't. You don't agree. All right. And I understand that. And this is no shade. I love you forever. This is just, that mindset is crazy to me, girl. I don't understand it. Because it's like, to me, it just doesn't seem realistic. Does she owe anything if he flew her out on Allegiant versus American? Oh, that new, who was that that's going to do the all-inclusive flights? Who was that? Frontier, I think it was. They're going to do like, you pay one fee, you can fly as much as you can. I just saw that.
I wonder if they measure it. But I mean, as bougie as these chicks be, I'm sure they wouldn't, accept a Frontier or Allegiant flight.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's United or Delta or American or when I just seen that American captain died while in flight. So I don't know if I want to fly American.
Mm-hmm.
Just like. Nessa, and let's talk about how many women whom have been assaulted for not coming up off them drawers. Now,
that's too far.
Right, I was just about like we can always count on you.
Yeah, but now that is a realistic response.
It is
for some guy because it's like you taking advantage of me at this point, and then you usually got a little mouth. I'm frustrated, sexually and otherwise, at this point, and I'm not making no justifications, but that does happen for playing around with men in that area.
So that's when I feel like the conversation is super important, because if the conversation was had, then there should be no cross wire,
Yeah.
Wasting time in a man's investment.
Yeah.
Venetia said, but I'm not coming back to brag, but I'm trying to build something greater.
Bro, you are tripping. That nigga not flying you out there to build something greater. He's flying you to get some. Period. Or they won't fly you out. He said no Frontier. That's what I was talking about.
No.
I know.
But you're also... listen.
Frontier is like Frontier and Spirit are the emergent. Like if you got a funeral,
like
last minute somebody unexpectedly died, and you got to bring 5 of y'all.
Yeah, I agree. And a part of me would rather drive still.
Oh my mama, listen, it's only about 13 for me. I do it.
Bro, I think it's about 15 and a half. I've done it.
I've done it a couple times.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just talking about them. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that they hold themselves up to this, pedestal or whatever. Because some of them won't even fly Southwest.
Well, they tripping.
Like some of them feel like if they get this high name, airline, which I'm Southwest over anything. That's just me. Then they're not going to do it. I don't know. I try my best to make sense of it. That's why I know y'all noticed when I stumble over words, because when I cannot make sense of it, it's very hard for me to articulate what I feel. Like, I don't understand. I really, really don't. Ned said that them hurting them. Yeah. It's
the thing. I'm not a fan of that. I hate that. I don't think that should happen because of that. Just because she was like, no. But I do understand. I mean, on the same token, other side of it, if you are highly upset and frustrated, and usually that them types who gonna be like, who act like that, they got mouths. I'll just say all of them. Now y'all can argue, maybe one or two don't. You get the little mouth, and I'm already frustrated, and that's kind of where it can go. Definitely don't condone it at all, but that is a realistic thing. Some men are not in control of their temper as much as others are, and so that stuff does happen.
I think dude handled it pretty well when he just kind of canceled a flight and put out the hotel room. Like he really revoked everything. Like, all right. But I also think the conversation was had too. I don't think it was a scenario to where he was like,
let me just hope she do it. If I do this, maybe she'll do it.
I don't think it was that. I think it was spoken upon, and they agreed on it. And when she got there, she just reneged. She changed her mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said these new niggas do that over a number.
They do. Like I've never been the type to be like call you out your name because you don't like me. Because I'm like, I mean, if I'm pushing, shooting my shot, and you like, no, I'm not rude. I'm not that guy. But there are a lot of niggas, there are a lot of folks. I don't understand that. I was like, everybody don't like you.
It's funny to me.
Oh, that's too much. They don't like you, and she got that right.
I laugh.
Her friend cute.
So just never mind.
Don't act like y'all ain't never been with somebody and then you meet their friends. You're like, dang, he look better or she look better.
So
okay.
Yeah, I have.
I know. I already know. Everybody, this is the thing. That is the thing.
And I ended up.
Bobby say, that's my cousin. Rejection is a turn on for me. That's funny.
Really?
It's like a push, like a challenge. You got to kind of succeed. And I'm sure you probably can succeed sometime, but I bet you it just gets worse if they really don't like you. And you keep trying.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know a coworker that's just so annoying, and a chick locked him in a freezer, like a freezer.
Oh Lord.
What say? Ned said it's not our problem, M. They let us know. # we don't chase.
No. I won't. If I'm chasing, it's because you playing like, get away. If you trying to be like, no, I'm like, okay, young lady. I almost said something. All right, young lady, go ahead. Have at it, ma'am. That was close.
I mean,
right. It is right there.
Rejection is rejection at the end of the day.
But now I will say too, when it comes to the rejection piece, I've tried to teach my boys about that. That's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? Like as good of a person as you may be or that you think you are, everybody ain't messing with you like that.
Right. Always
and it don't have to be beef. It don't got to be no issue. It don't have to be something that you need to feel like you got to, defend yourself about because they don't like you like that.
Yeah.
They just don't like you like that. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You out here? See y'all later. All right, come back. Smack these niggas. All right.
You're never not a dad.
I know. I swear. It's automatic.
Locked in the freezer is a whole new level of blue balls.
All right.
He didn't stop him.
Yeah.
He did not stop him.
Mm-mm.
Kid said, "Thank you, Anne-Marie, for
Yeah.
teaching your boys that rejection is okay."
It's a thing. Everybody don't like you. They can't. It's like literally impossible. And everybody who rejects you ain't always extra nice. You know, no, I don't. No. They might be like, no.
Right.
I've had that before too. I'll be like, dang, kind of sting a little bit, but what you gonna do? Hit her for like you want to hit her for real? Like you won't, talk bad about her and her parenting and in her outfit? She told you no, nigga, no.
Not a parenting.
Niggas go deep, man.
They try to hurt.
Yeah, they do. What's up, Lauren?
Hey.
Yeah, I just don't feel like it should even be a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like those who do that, they're playing naive. Because I swear to you, every single one knows that's the expectation. And it's almost like, so it's like, how some women will, if y'all are in the bed, rather than say they want it or initiate it, they'll just scoot back on you. Like, as crazy as that may sound, that's a very passive way of saying I'm ready. But we just own that. It's like, whatever, okay, I've been waiting on a little sign. That's enough. But realistically, that's passive aggressive. Most men would like it if y'all just was like, yo, let's do, and you kind of you get a little more handsy. But we take the hint because we know what that means. It's the expectation. Like if I tooted up on you, right? That's just what it is. And so to act, look at Ned, boy, to act like somebody getting flued out is for to see you. I don't even, better. If you're in a silent protest about it or not, you still know that's the expectation. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
I know for me.
You going?
If we had that conversation, we've been talking for months. You got free time. I got free time. Yeah, I'm going. And that cardio better be up to par.
Listen, sore, get to have if your hamstrings ain't sore, okay,
I'll take a rug burner too.
You need them.
Maybe he just flew off.
What book is this? Song of Solomon. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Song of Solomon. How he talks about her breasts being amazing, her bosoms, and
that just caught me so off guard. That caught me so off guard. You know you ain't right for that. You know.
Gerard, what up, my boy? Come on, Lauren.
Why would you go fly to be with someone who you're not ready to hunt on?
Plain and simple. That's what we're talking about. It's like, why? It's like we want to change the rules. Like, that's legit an unspoken rule. Is how you said earlier. That's just what it is. But like, why are we trying to change the rule? And then there's no talk of changing it before. You just want to protest after you get there. Like, no, I am worth $1,000 trip. Says whom?
Well, I mean, I do think you worth it if you pay for that bitch yourself.
There you go. Now,
I'm just keeping it real. Like, you can do whatever you want when you drop your own coin.
yeah.
But if somebody is investing in you, 9 times out of 10, they want something in return. And it's probably just not you sitting there with a warm body watching a movie.
I would argue 10 times out of 10, the expectation is there, but there are some who will be okay or they will accept not going that first time. But they want it the first time through. There's no way. That doesn't even make sense. None of it. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't get no higher. That's crazy.
I mean, I still like, okay. Just like
That's the same type of thing.
Y'all want the support, but don't want to give up the sugar. That's another thing I don't understand. Because I put myself, y'all know, that's just what I do. Anything that we talk about, I try my best to put myself in those shoes.
Yeah.
You can't call me for nothing if I can't call you for nothing. Tit for tat my ass. I don't care how you look at it, how you slice it. There is
no even exchange.
You can constantly call me when you mess up on your end for me to fulfill it. And then when I call you, you're grossed out. All right. Now, indeed.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's like you want the benefit, but not the sacrifice. Because you getting flued out is a benefit. The sacrifice is the hunching. The same with a sugar daddy. I've seen so many new posts, and they're all young, crazy girls. Well, I won't say crazy. They probably are, but I won't say it. The youngins are like, I want a sugar daddy who don't want no sugar. What? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Renisha. Uh-oh. There we go.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was listening to you.
So what happens when this act shifts the relationship? It's going to. If y'all start hunching, that's shifting the relationship. So you can say no, not right now.
But don't get on that plane.
Because if you go, what you mean?
Those expectations are going to be there. Like, I mean, especially if I'm attracted to you. You feel what I'm saying? That's going to make it even harder for me to resist touching and rubbing and heating you up only for you to say no.
Because I swear, I feel like those type, and you help me out, Nisha. I feel like the people that kind of feel that way are more like they're looking for the nostalgia of like being courted, like, you know, having this grand gesture done just because he's a good guy type of thing. That's what it feels like sometimes. Is that sound about accurate for Nisha? Bobby said, look, I don't think I'm going to have this year. And why? Because he flew somebody out and she got pregnant. All right, let's not do that, brother.
He already did it. That was your fault.
Look at I'm middle-aged. Oh, let's look at that.
He said I'm middle-aged and I want a sugar daddy that don't want any sugar.
You know that ain't popping off though.
Period.
That's the difference. Them youngest don't. They feel like they're. I think you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think all the youngins really know for real. That's like a even exchange, right? There's a good luck,
Bobby.
Also, what do with that energy for the rest of the trip?
Oh, how uncomfortable it's gonna be.
Yeah. Got you.
Yeah.
Right. But what Bobby said, you don't want a sugar daddy, you want a sucker.
Yeah. Cause that's the only ones who gonna do that, yo. Like the only ones that's gonna fly you out, not expect nothing, are the ones that consistently get rejected. So by you giving them that little bit of attention, they're gonna suck it up, and apparently they're gonna pay for it.
That's nothing, yeah.
And do.
Yeah, or you can, or try the other way. You try it your way and you see which one works. You try to let a guy fly you out, and you feel like that don't just mean this. And I'm really not even trying to be a jerk with that. I'm being realistic. Like that is what it is. Because ain't no guy. I'm telling you, even those who are like okay with it, they're okay with it because they're more passive type men. That's it. I swear to you, I could bet my life on that. That 98% of them is like that. That's why, because they're passive and they feel like I can play the long game. I can do this way and get it. Nobody wants to spend that. Nobody's doing that.
I mean, I'm like, I'm not like,
I'm not hoping.
and I'm cheap. Fuck out of here.
All right. It don't take much. We don't gotta go to Ruth Chris.
I will send you a $30 gift card, and it's mad cheaper than the flight in a hotel room for a weekend. I ain't doing it. Especially if it ain't worth it, I ain't doing it. Like I'm not. Like I'm paying for you to come for. Emery said I can't use my analogy no more, so I'm.
No, keep using it.
You gonna dip that pickle in this Kool-Aid? You gonna coat it well. What?
My God.
That's what you gonna do. That's the only reason why I'm paying for you to come see me. Again, I can see you on FaceTime. I can talk to you. I can text you. That's mad cheaper. I'm paying my phone bill every month anyway. I'm not spending these hundreds of dollars for you to come and be shy. I on FaceTime, I'm sure I can ask you to see a time or two. I'm sure. So you comfortable, you good, we there. Like, listen, I don't all I've been doing is working. Man. If you
okay, Fernisha, if you flew a guy out, are you saying you wouldn't expect it? And don't say I wouldn't fly nobody out. I'm just saying if you flew somebody out, that wouldn't be the expectation. Because I know how that goes.
But any woman in this room tonight, if you flying a man to you, you ain't expecting that good job.
That's the exact question I'm asking.
I'm just wondering. And please don't say I ain't flying nobody out.
Yeah, don't say that. If you were to do that, that wouldn't be your expectation from that guy.
How many men been flew out while y'all women answering? Hold on, y'all brothers. Hold on, because my sister's coming through tonight. Kid said, I'm only flying my mom out, so he better drop them draws. So, yep, I'm expecting it. Period. Bernicia said, I wouldn't expect that from him. I like that to be natural. It's going to be natural.
What you mean?
Listen, whoever she is, I love her. Like, I love her. Like I love her.
That's Ned's baby.
Like I love her.
That's Ned's boo thing.
He better come up looking like a glazed donut if I'm flying him out.
Listen, what is the deal? That's what I'm really trying to get like in the mind. Unless you just want this romantic, you got this vision of how it's supposed to go. And you only want that. Like, besides that, there's no logical. I don't understand. That's just this crazy thing. I've been flued out. There was an expectation. It was met. And now I'm back.
But
I don't understand the thing. I just don't understand it.
simple.
I mean, I think I do. I think I do. I think it's just, I think the bulk of those types just have this, this expectation of how they want their next experience to go. You know what I'm saying? And they want it, this way, and that would be great if that was how it came. It really would be.
You mean the homeless romantic type shit?
Man, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, wanted flowers and floating, and he does every single thing you've ever wanted a guy to do without asking. That's something I want to get on you ladies about. Open your mouth. The man don't know that you like chrysanthemums over Kayla lilies. He don't know. You gotta say it. I know it's like, well, he should just no, he don't. He doesn't know. He's gonna buy roses or something regular. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a thing, I know it's like, well, I don't want to tell the man to, the stuff I like, but then he'll only do it for that. No, but what else is he gonna do? Because the other, not telling him means you're expecting somebody to just know. Because they should just know. There's this mindset where, like, if it's for you, it'll be like that. He'll just know. It won't be no problems. It won't be no bumps. You know what I'm saying? I swear, I think that is the most, one of the most kind of ill-informed ways of thinking. I'll say it that way. You have to, if you like your burgers with no pickles, how you gonna know? And I swear that's the same thing as him, like as tangible as that burger with the no pickles is. It's your love language. If you like physical touch, but he's a gift giver or whatever that thing is called, you know what I'm saying? How's he gonna know if you don't say nothing? You have to open your mouth. I know it would be perfect if they could guess your stuff and just get everything right, and you wouldn't have to say nothing. That would be amazing. It's just not the reality for most people. So open your mouth.
And you might have to say it a time or two before it really, really stick. Oh, shit. I knew it was something, but I couldn't really remember. Then that third time, he going to be like, babe,
I got you.
I got it right. You know what I'm saying? So it just, that's how my relationship go all the time. And because I'm such a finicky eater, he eats around me, you know what I'm saying? He's always considerate because, again, I can't just go to a restaurant and order any and everything. I'm allergic to shellfish, so he knows that. I can't eat beef or pork. He knows that, so it's just like Emery is absolutely right. It took for me to be like, yo, I can't eat this. Stop taking me to Pizza Hut. Like right. Stop.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna waste your money every time because I'm not gonna eat it, So
yeah.
And I also think that's a delusion of women as well.
I do.
Feeling like they don't have to communicate, like when you said it's crazy to just be like, he should know. Like, all right, so you should know that he won't hear it every night. Are you providing?
Oh, we can't talk about that. No, women can't. No, the women can't know. It's got to be the guys that know.
My bad.
Yeah, let's get back to the topic.
You better greet me with a kiss, hug, and a slap on my ass.
What else is there, Kia?
With a little squeeze.
You got to go further and grab the back of that thing.
You got to go deep.
On the first one. So she can know where we stand. I'm just okay. All right. We're gonna get real enough.
Bobby said we sweat boxing.
I'm trying to tell you. That's so funny. All right.
He told y'all though. He let y'all know in the beginning.
He said we had to censor him. He did. He gave
y'all a disclaimer. We ain't never been able to censor him.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
as he said. Let them know you want all them groceries. Hey, tell them.
That's too funny, man.
I mean, to have your expectation is to have your expectation. But to think that another one has that same expectation, I feel is, a little wayward, especially if the conversation has not been had, Again, I don't feel like it's a lot of individuals that will fly you out just because they want to see you or just because, they miss you greatly. And for one to miss you, it got to be something that was given. And I don't think it was just conversation or vibe. Like dead ass. I just don't. And if it was, then I feel like they want to take it to the next level to see if we can progress from it.
We do. Because, we have to be realistic. Like, we are really, really, truly, genuinely got to be realistic. Sex for men is not the same as it is for women. I promise you it's not. It's just not. That man wants it. Again, even if he's the type who could like, okay, I'll play the long game. I'll go around the corner. I'll beat around the bush, but I want it. It's like those guys who don't mind being in the friend zone with a girl who he likes. Because he feels like he can, if he's there enough for her, one day she'll see, or maybe he can just finesse her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Me, on the other hand, I'm not passive like that. I ain't. My intentions will be known from the gate.
Period. I'm going to ask you. We're going to talk about it.
We talking about everything. Everything. Because that's how you know if you need to pursue them or not, It's an interview process. That's how I look at dating, or the first stage was talking, it's just a lot of rules now, but the beginning of a dating stage, you're supposed to ask the question because it's like an interview period.
Right.
For
that's
both. You find out if we have some of the same core beliefs or not, or like if some of our core beliefs are different, it ain't gonna work no way. So we're wasting time even pursuing it, as cute as they may be or whatever whatever might attract us to us. If we're different, in those core areas, it just doesn't work. But you have to have those conversations. I just choose to have mine from the gate. After I get your number and we laugh the first couple minutes. So, how many kids you got? How many baby daddies you got? Dang. This is what you get. This is what you get every day when you're messing with me. It's straightforward, straight to the point.
And then it's so crazy because they'll still look at you and be like Emery said, like in shock, I guess. But by the end of this conversation, I've shaken your hand and say it was nice to meet you, but
it ain't gonna work.
Nothing. You feel me? Then that's mad better than me ghosting you. That's mad better than me disrespecting you for you to leave me alone.
I'm not a ghoster. I don't like doing that. I hate doing it. I feel like that's a coward's way out to me.
I mean, now if I done told your ass I want to fuck with you and you keep calling me, I'm going to block you.
Completely different.
You feel me? Like I'm not gonna just ignore you. I'm going to talk to you because that's my thing. Like you said, I'm gonna feel mad weird. Like I'm gonna feel scary.
Like right. As if I copped out. Like that's the easy way out. No, stand on your toes, have that hard, uncomfortable conversation, and keep moving. And I feel like I owe you that. Just as a woman. Like as a woman, like, and vice versa. I don't like that's childish. To me, ghosting is childish. I'll say that anytime. Just going to get, not responding no more, or, I've even seen little statuses with like saying pretty much I'm finna ghost everybody, but this is my health, mental health. You can say that. You don't have to ghost me. Then I don't have to worry. Because if I care about you in any capacity, relationship or friendship, whatever, I'm going to be checking in. And then you just not responding. I'm like, what's wrong with this chick? What's wrong with this guy? Then I'm going to keep, doing it. And you still, no, just say it right now. I just need a little breathing room. I need a little time to myself. People can be more supportive.
Right.
If you, have an uncomfortable conversation. And then there's some people who you don't have to tell that to, but then, there's some people, I don't know. I'm just not with ghosting. I hate that. I think it's a coward.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we was on the same page.
Hi. I think we women expect it because women are more studious of our men in a way that men are not naturally. So we watch and take.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Mm.
I like it. You don't like it?
Uh
Not so much.
I like it. I think that a lot of women don't really understand that of their men. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's hard for them to piece that together. Does that make sense?
I'm not following all the way.
So she said that she feels like we expect it because we're more studious of our men in the way that they are not naturally. I feel like women try to make it like instead of them just accepting that and understanding that, they try to make it what they want it to be for them to be comfortable.
Are you talking about a relationship or are you just talking about sex?
No. I'm talking about how men are not naturally. Like men are not emotional, right? Women try to make men emotional.
Facts.
So I never mind you. I was talking to Lauren. Me and Lauren got it.
Okay, when you're talking like other people in here, skip her. Well, I'm gonna kick you out.
So it's just I just feel like people need to be comfortable talking. Just because you don't agree with what Emery said does not take away from the point that Emery's making. You feel what I'm saying? Like okay, how Emery, I ain't gonna say call Vernisha out, but welcomed her to just state how she felt, even though we all felt different.
Absolutely.
Like that's the thing about Crucial Combos. We're going to accept all perspectives because we all feel different about it. So kudos, Vernisha, for standing your ground and making it known that you worth it. And if you fly me out, these goodies standing in the package. Hey, leave alone, Em. Leave alone. And see, like what is what I tell my teenagers. You know, you're a millionaire. You know, that particular part of you is worth millions. And if you give it to him, then he's gonna be a millionaire while you're broken. He gonna continue to collect those millions from the different chicks that he deal with and leave you broken. So I understand where she's coming from. The only thing that I
listen, this girl. Oh God, Bernicia, get off this line, girl. Get off the line. Get off the line.
my collarbone coming in, so you will work for this. So for like, I understand it a little bit more now. I understand it a little bit more now. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. I think a little bit more, and I'm gonna be real in this moment because this is just what we do. I feel like she don't feel she was valued at a point. And now that she value herself where she is, you not finna taint that. You feel what I'm saying? Like the work that she's done, she's not finna allow anyone to taint that on no level. That's what I'm getting. Am I right or wrong?
That you're right. You're 100% correct. I've known that this whole time. I'm still saying the same doggone thing. It's like if you've ever sold a house or something or sold anything of value that you've done yourself, you would put let's say you built a cabinet. You would put your cabinet along the same lines of an IKEA like the same pay range as an IKEA type of, cabinet, because you put in all the work. You did this. You cut your nails a couple times doing it, blood and stuff, and you had to go in debt a little bit. Some stuff happened. You put more value on that stuff than the consumer does, because you did the work. You did it. Like for you, that means everything. But to the market, it means diddly squat. We want the cabinet. I don't care about the backstory, which is why I always say your explanations or excuses don't mean as much as you think. Because even though it's there, unless that person is looking for the why over the actual thing, nobody care. How well is this cabinet built? It don't matter if you had to do it and your finger was chopped off and your granny just died and all this other. No, how well is this cabinet built? You know what I'm saying? If there's screws, that's what we're looking for, and that's how I see it when it comes to however you present yourself to the sexual marketplace. We don't care how long it took you to get your makeup done or how long it took for your collarbone to come in. We don't. It means the world to you, which is 100% understandable, but it's kind of unrealistic to expect the general public to care as much as you cared about how much work you put in. And I'm not saying not to do it either, but I am saying a lot of folks ain't gonna care. They're just not, because they got their own story. You ain't asking about theirs at all. You don't know why he's finally gotten enough courage to fly somebody out and ask for sex. Whatever. That's not even a thing. You don't even care. Nobody's even asking his process at all. What he went through, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter as much as we think. But men, by and large, know that, which is why we don't really say it. It's like if a guy if he's in his 30s now and he went to jail when he was 16, 17 because he was selling drugs. When he tells that story, he's going to be like, man, I was young and dumb. That was stupid. If a woman has several kids in her teens, I had to. You don't understand, I had this going on. Mama wasn't this, that, blah, 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 blah. And she's told that story 1,000 times, and she's going to tell it like she just told it for the first time. You know what I'm saying? That's one of our differences. It's not necessarily a negative thing, but that is one of the differences, because we just want what we want. If I ask you about the reasons or explanation, then that's completely different. But by and large, nobody cares about your collarbone. No disrespect, but dudes don't care like that. As much as it means to you.
Emery, because I hate when he say that, and I know he right. But
I know.
Let's come and say, but it should, because if something happened to me, and I'm gonna use this as an example. If I was overweight for the majority of my life, and I felt like I deserved something total opposite of what I got, when I come through after I've done my work and healed, bitch, you're gonna honor my work. Period, point blank. So therefore, I think that's why they are very meticulous in finding the individual that can cater to that part of them that they need, somebody a little bit softer or a little bit more understanding, who can relate. Because if you can't relate, you'll never know how to treat that gem. If you've never had a raw diamond in your hand, you will never know that your fucking fingerprints cannot touch this rare diamond. You feel what I'm saying? So it does really, it really do matter on both sides, men and women, because in order for you to understand, to help that person grow and continue, you gotta know, you gotta really kind of, just look at it in a way, especially for women. When it comes to men, like, women need for men to understand their hurt and their pain, not for them necessarily to coddle them, or not for them necessarily to, make excuses for their bullshit, but for them to not take them through that same shit over and over and over again. That's how bitches end up killing motherfuckers. I done already told you that I done been through this shit, and you done took me through this all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like that one almost broke me. You for sure broke me, and now y'all expect for me to get through it. Like it should matter. It should, even on the man side, like it should matter. You should understand that his mama treated him like shit. So now he just don't want nothing to do with women, or he don't know how to treat women, or he just see women in the eyes, you know, that he see his mom. You feel what I'm saying? Like we have to get to a point of caring a little bit of what that person went through in order for us to help them get through it continuously. You know, I don't think if a person has never really grieved, they'll never really understand grieving. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking for myself. Like I never would have been able to relate to you on that level until I lost Fat Man. You feel what I'm saying? You could have told me all day long, like, Misha, today is a hard day. And I'm looking at you like, but bro, we got shit to do. Like, you know, just insensitive because I don't understand. But now I done went through it, and you call me and be like, yo, sis, today a day. Now I'm dropping everything because I'm like, yo, today one for me too. But I was just trying to, you know, so I said all that to say that it should. If you really care, if you know that that's what you want, shit, stand for yourself. Again, if I fire you out, you put it out. But you should try to understand.
That's going to, like I was started off saying, that's going to be one of our differences. It doesn't matter like that.
For sure.
It doesn't. As much sense as it makes, as much amen as y'all get, it doesn't. It just doesn't make that much sense. It doesn't matter as much to us as y'all think it should. But also it's because y'all always explain. You guys almost never just let it be what it is. It's always an explanation. Well, I did this because, shut up. You messed up. Apologize and let's fix it. No, I got to tell you. The whole thing. Okay. Like.
Now, I agree with you on that point.
All of it's the same. Because if you always want to explain and never want to just take it and do it, you know, take it for what it is, that's where the problem comes in. Because y'all talk too much. You don't know how to be quiet. You do too much. You want to force your explanation down our throats. You want to force us to understand how you think without ever coming this way and understanding how men think. Men are just like, we want to fix it. We want this. So, and what happens usually is we have to compromise too much because we still want that thing. So we'll compromise and we'll open up a little more. Y'all want us to be as sensitive as y'all in a sense until we get sensitive like y'all. And then you don't like us. But you keep pushing for the talking, pushing for the emotional stuff like that, which is fine. But that's just not who we are. Where's the understanding of how men get down? We don't care about the explanation as much as, but that's not even just men. Y'all don't care about, man, if I'm a serial cheater, you won't care as much as I want you to that my mama molested me or my daddy raped me and my uncle did this. You won't care about that as much as I would like you to if I'm cheating on you. But if it's the other way around, you need to understand this is how I've had it. So there's just differences that'll never meet. That's like that one, there's like two oceans, that one brown, one blue. Right next, they flow into each other. They will not mix. You know what I'm saying? So because of that fact, there's got to be some kind of compromise where y'all got to just shut up sometime, and then sometimes we have to accept y'all's explanations. But it can't just be. It should always, because it doesn't. Like back to the original example, if you've ever sold anything because you made it, you want to put a higher price tag on it because you feel like it's worth it. You really genuinely do. But in the marketplace, it's not that important because you don't have the same materials. You didn't use the same glue. You didn't use the same screws, the same brand of screws, or the technique of the carving. But in your mind, because how much work you put in on it, you think it's worth $1 billion. And we like, that's worth $32 at the most. You know what I'm saying? And that's from the market standpoint. Which is one of the reasons why men are just like, We want the results. You know?
Kia said, hey man, 2020 is when I started to fully understand grief. It's crazy, right? But there has to be a compromise. Just because I over explain my feelings doesn't mean it's okay for you to tell me I'm doing too much. It has to be an understanding and compromise on both sides.
But you said it, Kia. Hold on, no, put it back up. Kia says, oh, you do it. All right. My bad. Just because I over explain. That's too much. Over explain by definition is too much. Overthinking by definition is too much. Dial it back. It can't just be all how you feel. It can't, and then you want me to understand you. No, you have to dial it back. I have to come forward. You gotta scale back. That's compromise. It's not just you do this and I gotta come meet you. That's not compromise. That's you getting your way. You know what I'm saying? If you're overdoing anything, it's too much. And that's what a lot of people, not just women, do. We overdo. There's men who are the opposite. Don't explain enough. Okay? It's like him saying, I shouldn't have to. Like how I'm talking about they don't mean as much. It's like me saying that and then making you come to me. And I'm not gonna move towards you. You need to come to my way of thinking only. That's not a compromise. That's me manipulating you into coming to doing what I want you to do. The compromise is both of us move closer to each other's way of thinking. I'm saying we have to understand each other. Put the other one back up. So, but there has to be a compromise. Just because I over-explain my feeling doesn't mean it's okay for you to tell me I'm doing too much.
Okay. So for me, I hate over-explain. I hate when a person can't form a series of just explaining, what it is, and then it be that. I don't know if she means just continuously going or if she means saying it over and over again in different instances. So can you answer that one for me, Kia?
I think it wouldn't matter because in this, it just said overdoing it. If I'm just because I'm overdoing it, don't mean you can tell me that I'm overdoing it. But you're overdoing it.
Because
right?
You don't think it's a difference?
Not in over anything. No. Overdoing it, over explaining, overthinking, over whatever, over cooking food, whatever. It's too much. It is. And again, if that's all y'all do, which of most encounters that I've come encounter with, it's all we do is explain. That's all y'all do is explain. Everything is an explanation, a long one sometimes, because you want us to know why you had to make the choice you did. When it doesn't matter as much as you think it does. It just does. If you've been raped, it don't matter as much as you think it does to me. If you're treating me in this ugly way, I don't really, in that moment, I don't care about what happened. I need you to correct this. And we can talk about this after this is corrected, which is what I've always said. It's like if I step on your toe, your shoe's gonna be scuffed and your feet gonna be hurting. That's a guarantee. Mess with me.
So if I come to you and say, stop leaving the Miracle Whip out, please. Like, can you please stop leaving the Miracle Whip out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, all right, babe. All right, my bad. I'm sorry. So I come back 2 days later and the same, yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You left the Miracle Whip out. Oh, shit. Phone wrong. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So 2 days late, how many times am I gonna have to tell you about this Miracle Whip? Because, like you just said, what the fuck you was doing don't matter to me that much.
Right.
So how many times am I gonna have to come to you about this Miracle Whip?
I'm actually saying the exact same thing. I'm saying that. So if you coming to me about the Miracle Whip, you don't care about why I keep leaving it out. You like, nigga, quit leaving it out. That's exactly what I'm saying. But y'all do that with the Miracle Whip about the Miracle Whip, the tissue paper, paper towel, sink.
Okay.
I'm saying it just doesn't matter.
You're saying that women should let some shit go in the sense of just beating a dead horse.
Like, I did that. I messed that up. I'm sorry.
All right. And then move past it. Not bring it up again, but just move past it. Be done with it. It's done. It's dead. All right, we gone. Okay.
You know, like I've used the example for the past couple of weeks about the guy when I messed up that gig when I was at your crib. Mm-hmm. Had a ball, man. Was enjoying life. Got to that phone and seen 5 missed calls and a bunch of texts. You know what I'm saying? In that moment, and that's more so the instance that I'm speaking of, like in the moment of something happened. Not so much. It's like if I'm meeting you and you're telling me your story about how you were raised. Not that way, where you don't have to explain. I'm saying when something happens or when something occurs, in that moment, no explanation. Nobody. You usually don't. I'll say nobody, but that's not a thing, you know? Zip it. I messed up. That's my fault. I'm sorry. And now after that, we can choose to, you know, kind of move forward. Like I still to this day haven't explained what happened. He still doesn't know why I missed that gig. Because I fixed it. Bro, that's my bad. Next one's on me. Bada boom, bada bing. We back in good graces. He done sent me plenty of work since then. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying it can't just always be y'all explaining. Shut up.
And I mean, if you have to continuously explain your actions, then maybe you need to change your actions.
Yeah. Instead of trying to force everybody to come to you,
what you wanted to do,
and meet you where you at, there's a higher level of thinking for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if we're, and it's not even always, I don't believe it's even purposeful, but we do get selfish. We, like she was kind of explaining, like, if I'm overdoing it, you don't have to tell me. What? I don't think she meant it how it came out. I think she genuinely meant, like, this is how it is. Like, what's wrong with me doing this?
Well, she still ended up saying, if I have to repeat myself 3 to 4 times on different occasions, I'm just going to assume you don't give a damn. When I think you don't give a damn, then I'll probably check out.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds about right.
Ned said, but women's want to perpetuate stuff.
Yes, women. He said, yes, women's can't move forward. It's hard, man. And you know what? And I don't, you know, my audience is mainly women. So I talk to mainly women. I don't know why why that block is there, but I do believe that is a thing where it's extremely hard for women. And it may be because they really just genuinely want people to understand why they made the stupid choice. If it was a dumb, whatever the decision was, they really want people to know why, not like they were just being neglectful. Like, I really kind of had to make this choice, or I was extremely immature at the time. I didn't know, ignorant. And I think that's probably a lot of reason why. But it just doesn't, I swear, if you guys could kind of just adapt some of that mindset, like, if I mess it up, let me just fix it. Let me just, it don't have to, I don't have to explain. Like I was saying about the guy who messed up when he was a teenager and he went to jail, his explanation ends with, I was young and dumb. Yeah, man, I did some stupid stuff. I went selling drugs. I robbed somebody. I was just young and dumb. The other way around, daddy wasn't there. Sister wasn't there. My daddy raped me. My uncle did this. All of those are, and so I'm not saying that it doesn't matter. I genuinely am not saying that. I'm saying in the moment of you messing up, it doesn't. I don't care about that. I'm hurt. I'm offended. I'm mad. Let's fix this. And then there's a time for it. You know what I'm saying? But if you just always come off with an excuse, I'd even say if you just come off with a reason, it comes off as an excuse because those are not the same things. Because it's always it's never I did that, my fault, I'm sorry. It's always an explanation. When I'm saying for true compromise, y'all gotta shut up. We gotta listen. You know, it's gotta both of us gotta move. And sucky as that sounds, that's just kind of how it should work. If it's gonna be true compromise.
Does the Miracle Whip conversation happen before or after being flown out?
You gotta be in the same place. So you gotta be flown out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be there, or he gonna have to be here. But he better put that shit up. Cause it's only good cold.
That's funny.
I guess I've just dated a bunch of crybabies. They'll complain and mess up and try to explain, and I'll have to fix it mentally. But then I'm told I'm being controlling. But you know what, Key? I'm be 100. I feel like a part of you really do enjoy being in control, though.
What?
Like, I really do. And I think it's a lot of women. I feel like a lot of us enjoy being in control because of the shit we've been through. And if we can control it, we won't have to experience that anymore. You feel what I'm saying?
And it's simple.
Long time for me to be able to listen to what Eric was really complaining about. And not me just taking it as offensive shit. You know what I mean? I think I still do it sometimes, honestly.
All right. Get off. Step on back.
I think I really be working hard to just be like, all right, what? All right, I can see that. Like, all right, you right, you know. But I think it really takes the individual to care, you know, because I always want him to feel heard. And then it's even crazy because when I do hear him and be like, you know what, you might be right. Oh my God, he's like, woo! She said I'm right. Let's keep going. So just kind of sit in the, yep, you might be right. Just kind of got to sit in the seat and just listen to what they're saying, and sometimes just measure your battle. Do it need to be fought, or can you shit on it and be like, whatever? Because they're going to give you plenty more in the long run. That's how I approach it. Like, it's going to be plenty more shit, dumb shit, stupid shit throughout the next 50 years that we're going to be living. We can fight about that when we tripping over milk crates and dentures. Like, I just don't really want to do it right now.
Where did milk crates come from? This is not the 90s or 80s.
We might be on them because we ain't got no furniture. Who knows?
It's funny.
Who knows?
I'd be sitting on
them. We do. We like men need to shut up and women need to shut up. We need to be heard. Like, just period. We need to listen. We want to be heard. And if they're challenging you and you're challenging their manhood, nobody will be heard for it to be fixed, in my opinion.
And then we need to shut up about explaining. Like, everything that you've been, it don't have to be, no, shut up. Because I promise you, to the listener, if that's all you do, there's an excuse. This is an excuse. Just zip it. Like, you can do some stuff in turn. Everything don't have to be addressed. That'd be the problem. We want to address every little thing that don't look right, that don't smell right, don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's your ability to take stuff? You know what I'm saying? And this is, guys, this is just what people need to do. Shut up. You know, just chill. Nobody needs to hear all the explanations about I was divorced, my last husband. Like there's a place. I'll say it that way. There is a place for it. Absolutely, for the explanation. But it's not in the moment of offense or whatever. In that moment, it's not. I don't want to hear. You don't want to hear that I tripped 75 years ago and broke my ankle and now it's weak. And so now every now and then it goes out. And that's why I tripped and stepped on your. You don't care. You care about your shoes messed up and your toes hurting. Because I'm big. And I try to use that because that's the most, people can see that readily and be able to understand that. You don't care like that about the explanation. Well, it could be a valid one. You don't care. Right now, I'm hurt. And my shoes messed up and the night just started. What I'm going to do? You know what I'm saying? And if I'm like, I'm so sorry, that was my fault. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Even in your anger, you can be like, that nigga did a part time.
Right.
There ain't much else he can do.
Right.
But if I come to you like, you gotta understand why. Just listen to me. Just shut up. Nigga, I don't want to hear that.
And I'm almost positive y'all have felt that when something has happened. So I know y'all understand where he's coming from. You feel what I'm saying? Because again, I have over explainers and it's annoying. Like I really don't give a shit. Why did the baseball go through my window? Like why was that even a game? You feel what I'm saying? Like
so close to these houses, right? Yeah,
like, for real. So
yeah.
I get it and I understand and I agree with him to a point because the over explaining isn't like, and then Eric Pace when he talked.
Dewey, for real, that's funny.
He just pacing back and forth. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, he lying about something else. You know what I mean? Like,
don't do my boy like that.
He just be pacing out. I'm like, yo, sit down. I can't think while I'm sitting. What the fuck? Your brain work like.
You're not gonna keep doing my boy like this. This says both want to be heard. Amen.
I've accepted the fact that I've accepted the fact that I might need to just give me a fur baby and enjoy the next 45 years of my life.
Oh my God.
Or just relinquish some of that control, child.
Right. Like you don't have to sentence yourself to a life of destitute because you don't want to change how you are.
Yeah, that sounds lonely.
That's lonely as hell.
That sounds lonely.
It is. I would argue it is. Like,
the tear just dropped for that comment because
in order to get something you never had, you really got to do something you've never done. Yeah. And shutting up is one of the things. Do that. If flying a nigga out is one of them things, do it. If don't be so beholden to how you are and to the place you have settled on after pain and trauma that you can't correct the ship. Because you're an amazing woman. You're gorgeous. And I know that you would, I know you want to be married. If I'm not, you want that, you can get it, but you can't do it if the things you've been doing aren't getting you what you want. Don't just accept, okay, I'm gonna probably be single. Keep moving.
And it's hard, especially after we done been through what we done been through. Like it's hard, but you also have to not take things personal. That's what I've learned on my healing journey. Especially for people that I really, really care about and I value their feedback, I tend to take it personal. So I have to always, stay in my head of, you said that about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's just somebody else confirming that you need more patience. That's just somebody else confirming that you need to stop yelling. That's just, somebody else confirming. And that's how I had to start looking at it versus, well, dang, all I tried to do was, or, well, dang, all I needed him to say was, or because they're not going to always say and do what you want them to do.
And then what?
It's not going to happen. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, Tyler. So we're just
going to, my boy?
Sometimes take those licking. And I also realized about myself, it's hard for me to take criticism from those who can't take criticism. That's hard for me.
That's the thing.
If I come to you and I criticize you about some shit that you've done and you scream to me, how much more can I take? Is there anything I do right? Don't get mad at me when I respond the same way but using different lingo. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's what individuals, women anyway, I think that's what we battle with. If I come to you and I let you know what's going on with you, you got to be able to accept it. Because I'm not going to be able to accept it. And I'm being honest.
Yeah. Yeah, but don't even say that though. In a joking way, Kia. You're an amazing woman.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
You can still get
I get it, and I get that it's partly a joke to that too. I get it, but I'll leave that alone. I check out and keep my peace until it's cool and calm. That ain't always cool. I get it though, G. I know. I get it. I get it. I can't even. I get it. But I would. That's not the way. But I get it because if you get pushed to that ugly place, I get it, bro. I promise I do. Oof, I get it.
just don't stay there.
Yeah, man. Because like, so there. You know how I say, man. Ned's example from earlier when he was talking about the guy who hit a woman about sex. That's definitely not ideal. That's not how you want to do.
Sure.
But that is legitimately one of men's responses to fear, stress,
Lash out.
hostile environment. That is a legitimate response, and with so many, especially women who are hell bent on being masculine, when presented that way, that's the result, and I hate it for both parties. I really do, especially the girls, because they have to kind of endure it, the abuse, the physical part of it. I hate that. I hate that we don't really truly understand each other. Like we're not the same. It don't matter how I say the same, a lot of the same stuff. I be looking at some of these statuses, man. I posted 12, 13 years ago. I say the same stuff now, man. You know what I'm saying? We're just not the same. We're different. And different don't mean wrong, but it does mean different. And if we're only clamoring to get ourselves heard without genuine, and I don't mean for talking points, but genuinely understanding the other side, we won't get nowhere. It's going to always be this. It'll never be this like it should be. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, don't hit nobody. But don't provoke nobody to hit you either. Like I would ask, like I used to kind of bootleg marriage counsel a little bit, and a couple would come and like, well, he hit me, and I was like, what did you do? Right? She was immediately offended, like I believe every single woman would be. But after she calmed on down, she explained what happened. I'm like, okay, well, that's what got you hit. So it's okay. Did I make it sound like that was okay? Because I didn't. I'm not saying it's right. I'm on him about not doing it. But there is the twofold, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, that is most men's, well, that's just one of our reactions. Y'all have it too. Like, that's one of y'all's reactions. That's a person. Like, some of our levels are higher. Some of us can take more, women and men, but if y'all are hitting, let's leave that part alone. That's gonna be ugly.
I'm just punch me in my eye, don't turn me on.
I know that's right.
I just don't. Gut punching me does not make my nipples tingly.
All right.
It don't. Like it don't. So that's a subject that y'all will always see me fade to the back because I don't understand it. I can't relate. I don't try to. I get mad on social media when they put the videos up. Like
what you mean?
The hitting.
Okay.
I cannot relate. I don't put my hands on you. You're not gonna put your hands on me. I don't feel like that's a communicative way to get anything across. You feel me? So again, anytime that subject come up, y'all see me fade to black because it's a non-negotiable. Don't touch me. I won't touch you. Don't touch my shit. I won't touch your shit. You need space. You need to leave. I need space. I'll leave. that's a situation where I don't care enough to be a participant in. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can't make me that mad to take me there. I'll leave this joint before we go there. I can't whoop no man, and I know that. And when women try, that shit is weird to me. You want to talk? Bitch, I can talk you under the table. Would you like to talk? But I can't relate.
Yeah, we just keep hands to yourself. Not only keep your hands to yourself, don't get in my space.
Right. That's
talking, doing this.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, that is a response. It's not the best, but that is a norm. That's a risk you getting up out of my face. And if I,
and then sometimes people can't stop themselves. Like
you can't. No, I know after I'm there, my friends, my family don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm gonna hit you.
I'm gonna hit you.
I'm there.
Like that.
I'm all the way there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, but it's like, well, how else I'm supposed to do? I don't know. Just to help me not get there.
Yeah, but just shut up.
Yeah, because like, I've always taught my kids, like, don't wait till somebody hit you first. Mm-hmm. If they in your space, like they finna do some stuff, you hit them, and you're not in trouble. I don't care what they do at school. You come home, we going to get some ice cream on the way. Straight up, and I've done that. Legitimately done that. Because it's not always about, somebody could get the jump on you. And you have to protect yourself. I'm not with that. I'm not a fan. And I used to teach Nathan and Emery to crack them little girls back in the day when they was about the same height, same 4 or 5-ish. Hit that little girl back. Mm-hmm. When they were about 7, I was like, all right, that's enough. But up until then, pop that little girl right in her nose. What? Hit that girl.
See, I had boys and girls. So my daughter was in the middle. So she like super rough, like, but I don't know. I don't know. They used to whip her ass though. Now she get them a run.
That's good. Good for them to be cracking her, lighting her up.
Couples fight in real life, video, fake fighting. It's not cute to me.
Yeah.
I agree. Off.
I agree. It's like, why are we doing that though?
Like, I hate it. Kia said.
Okay. You got it.
Yeah, I don't play the hitting game. Don't hit me, and I'm not gonna hit you.
Yeah, but still, how he was saying though, it don't always got to be hit first. That's what I'm saying. If the conversation is too aggressive, and you are threatening, you know what I'm saying, and you in my space or vice versa. If I'm in your space, loud talking, I ain't hit you, but it's like I'm threatening. I'm in your 3 feet space. Yeah, you better crack that nigga. I'm sorry.
The issue is assumed maturity. Everybody ain't there. Right. Self-control is not a given.
That's what, and this is why I say don't let nobody just even get in your space. Like, anger is real, man. You don't know people's background. You don't know what you don't know if they are what is it called, fight or flight type, and you don't know how strong the urge is to either fight or flee. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know, so yeah, just keep it away. Everybody can't control their anger. That's a thing. So many people got anger issues, especially us men. Oh, yeah, I'll give it to us. We need to chill out. Man, what you saying? Women's be all in men's face, yapping and saying, hit them. Oh, don't do that, baby, please. Y'all, okay, let me finish reading. Saying hit them, so when some niggas go upside that knapsack, I gotta be a knapsack. Now you hurt and embarrassed. Yeah, that taunting, I don't get that, y'all. Because, like, the guy saying, like, all right, Kamisha, we're doing the same thing. All right, Kamisha, chill out. Like him saying that in that moment is all of his home training. All of it. Holding him back. Like he's at the edge. But too much and too often, y'all are there too. Y'all mad. You kind of want to, I don't know. It's like, you know, it's going to happen. It's like he going to crack you.
Listen. So I don't provoke because I don't like being provoked.
That's smart. Very mature of you.
So I think it's a look and a tone that he got.
You could tell.
And I'll just disperse.
All right.
Because I don't know what the fuck gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I'll leave and I'll just wait for him to call, and then I'll be like, all right, you know, coast to coast, like we good, you know. And I know fat meat is greasy. Like I know it is. And I always tell women, you don't know your man's crazy. You keep pushing it because you don't know I know his crazy. I don't need to see it displayed on me. I've seen it. I know it. Okay? And I know that it's a snap that can occur. And I don't want to be on the other side of that.
Yeah.
Like you said, you told me leave you alone. Tenfold. I got it. I'm out.
That'd be the problem. Because like I said, in that moment, that chill out, man, like go on, man. That is all of his home training. You know, don't hit girls, don't hit girls. That's all of that is what's putting them back. Because if it was a man there, he wouldn't say that.
Right.
You're not saying, all right, man, you better chill out.
Right.
If you there, we there.
You swinging.
For a man. So him saying, chill out, man, that everything in him in that moment saying, chill out. So if you keep going, that's what I'm saying, he's gonna crack you. I'm not condoning it. I'll say it a million times just in case somebody hears a little clip and missed the first part. That's not cool. But it is a response. And we can't act like it's not a response. We can't change that part of our biology. And you really don't want us to change that part of our biology. Just you need to not don't come at us like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to stop somewhere. Let me finish reading this.
No whammy. Stop.
Yeah, please. I'm begging y'all. Tyler say, or if you take someone to a place they've never been before. Everyone's normal is different. That's true. Especially based on how they were raised. That's everything.
Because some people didn't have that sense of don't hit girls.
Now, that's true, too. I've heard a couple men say that nobody said don't hit a girl. And they've been fighting girls all their whole life. I'm like, dang. I used to get in trouble for fighting Olympia.
That's probably why she be knocking people out.
Olympia was a thug. Olympia beat me up until I was probably about 13, 14, maybe 13. I'm not even lying, boy. Olympia, listen, she's a thug. Olympia's a G. She beat me up, boy. I swear I had to be about 13 or so. And that was the last time.
Yeah, I used to beat my brother up too until he started getting told.
You're right, until you know, because like even after I was bigger and stronger, I was still like under her thumb, like that's the big sister because how she walked and talk. Oh, wait a minute. I gave her one, that was it. She called the cops on me. Let me stop. She got to tell. I'm gonna tell this story. She got a whooping. Oh yeah, she called the cops. Bernadette got her, and she hung up, and they came anyway. And they was like, "Up, call your mom." She was like, "No." I said, "I'll call her because I know how to go." Got that butt whooped. I remember that. Now, don't y'all screen record this and show it to her though.
I think I remember me and my brother last Friday. There was a recliner chair, and I can't remember if you fell into it or I fell into it, but I think it's amazing to have big brothers or brothers, period, because that's how you learn how to fight. Like that ass, like when a chick hits you, it don't phase you because you're used to your brother hits. So for me, but
Kia says, "What woman is in a man's face saying hit them?"
Oh, it's
Believe
plenty.
me. I had a woman say, "Hit me. I ain't scared of your big hand." I was like, baby, come on. Like,
Nah, I ain't
how
testing.
this gonna play out?
No sad.
Like, everybody gonna lose. I'm gonna whop your head, and I'm going to jail. You're gonna be in the hospital most likely. And it's just not good. That's what. Get that sleeper hole in this. They put it in the sleeper.
Put it in the sleeper hole. Tyler said WWND. Is that what Ned do?
Right. Ned is a monster, Doc. I'm gonna introduce y'all too, because both of y'all need to hook up. Yeah, because we have a limit. Yeah, and I'm very well trained from home. Exactly, and I know what Mama said and what Daddy said. That was a thing. You don't hit no girl, and it's mainly because you're bigger, stronger, and there's more consequences if you hit her versus her. Like before it probably ended towards the '80s. It was okay for a woman to slap a man. He had to just sit there. I've seen movies and I've even seen it. When she gets mad enough and shut up and slap the man, he sit there like, But then I just saw this video maybe a week or two ago. These white folk, I think they was Russian or something. This woman walked up to this big old dude, slapped him. And he slapped that lady so hard, knocked her feet off, skirt went all up. It was funny to me. I know I shouldn't laugh at that, but
I seen the airport when the dude in the airport takes the girl around.
The black lady? Oh my God, that was funny. That was funny.
I mean, she did start it though. Like,
I know.
yeah.
Things have definitely changed. Same. I in no way condone physical violence, but some women like to provoke.
They do.
I hate that, man. Or even the nice guy who hasn't seen his limit. That's another thing.
That's why they don't know they crazy. Like, they don't know they crazy quite yet because they ain't been exposed to it.
Yeah.
I know I'm good.
Indeed.
I've seen women in men's face, pushing him in the face, calling him by his name, etc., and then acts shocked when he does react.
Right. I've seen that every time.
Right.
Because there is a sense of I'll say entitlement, like that I feel like a lot of women have when it comes into that area. Like, maybe entitlement is the wrong word, but like, you're not gonna hit me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a girl, so I can say and do whatever. Mm-hmm. Like the women that Denise are talking about feel like they can say and do whatever and not get the reaction that's warranted. And that's just foolish. I'm sorry. Yeah. What you talking about, Tyler? What is that? A movie? Why does the force field exist? Entitlement? Why does that exist? Or are you saying the entitlement is like a force field? You type fast. Hurry up. And he gonna say, ha ha.
He said, yes, I do.
Right. And dude. Yeah, so he's saying why is it, it's been given, bro. I would say my argument is that's what we give, that's what we've given women. From like maybe cave day, way back. And it most likely be, I would say, just because, bigger, stronger, I don't really, quote unquote, stand a chance in the fighting arena. So it's like we would take more if she gets a little emotional or something like that. That's what I would chalk it up to. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I really don't.
I mean,
it would be a little privilege given to women, especially in that area. I'm 100% with that, actually.
I just think it's bad when they take advantage. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the part that I feel like, all right, slow down, shorty. Like, he trying, But getting flued out in expectations. This show was good because, again, like I like the difference. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. Tyler said who got flued out.
I've been flued out.
Well, I mean, Big Nasty done been flued out. You know.
Once or twice.
He just, you know.
We was just talking about the expectation because not to rehash everything, but there's a mindset where like if you fly me out, I'm gonna
put out.
And we've been arguing that that's just
unwritten rule.
Yeah. That's what somebody above said. What they say, allegiance. I feel like if it's economy, you're worth economy. Just accept where you at. That's what he gave you. You can say I'm not worth, and then just don't go.
Well, shit. Nowadays, your ticket gonna be at least $300. So, bitch, you putting out. I ain't riding.
Oh my god!
I'm not.
You know what?
No.
I've done that.
I have too, but I may not.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was a shorty.
I had a lady come on through on Greyhound before.
I mean, but you still flew out.
Yeah, still flew out.
Still gotta say you. I have fun.
I know.
This was a really, really good show, and next week gonna be even better, in my opinion.
I do agree.
So, y'all always know what it is. We definitely appreciate y'all for checking in with us and hanging with us for these few hours. It's your girl F.L.O.R.
This is Emery.
We appreciate y'all for joining us for this episode of Crucial Convos. We will definitely catch y'all next time.
And we'll. Music.